Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is 1:01 p.m. here in Chicago, Illinois. Had to check my watch real quick. I knew we were close, but I also knew we weren't on time. Sorry that I'm a little bit late today, but we're here now, and it's time for a live stream. Today is Wednesday, March 16th. Yeah, I gotta check again. March 16th, 2022. It is an absolutely beautiful day outside, everybody. For those of you listening in on the podcast, hopefully you're getting some of that good weather. Hopefully you're getting some good light and just enjoying the run. And everyone else watching this on YouTube after the fact, hopefully you're sitting back with some afternoon coffee or something a little bit even more interesting than that, and getting either some relaxation time in, just listening to the live stream today, or hopefully you are getting some work done. Whether it's cleaning up after dinner, getting some laundry put away, whatever it is, hopefully you're having a really great day. Let's say hi to everyone here in the live stream. We got Ridge Runner in here, excited for the unboxing. He's hoping that it's going to be New Balance 1080 version 12. While I would love to test out the New Balance 1080 version 12, this is a box that came from Asics, so I think it's going to be highly unlikely that what's in this box is a New Balance shoe. So I'm going to go and say most likely not, probably not on that one. But I like where you're going with that one. I watched the Believe in the Run, like first thoughts video on it yesterday, and they weren't that excited about it. I was like, what? I don't know. I wasn't super excited. I mean, I liked 1080 version 11, but I'm hoping like this year they've got to kind of figure it out a little bit more where it's going. But that'll be another day whenever that one eventually gets to me. CCC says, evening all. Frank Lear thinks there's pain inside the box. Okay. Hopefully there's not pain inside the box. Mark says, hello, everyone. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday to you, Mark. Good to see you. JC says, hello, hello. This is not really an afternoon coffee. This is just the leftovers of morning coffee, by the way, guys. And it is not the right temperature. And there's pretty much nothing left. I thought there was more left in it than there is. There's not anything left in here. All right. Scott's here. Says the first time in a while. Good to see you, Scott. Welcome back. And Stevie76 says, yo, what's going on? Awesome. Adam says it was a beautiful day yesterday in Denver. 70 degrees. Ran track. Now he's waiting for snow in the evening. Spring in Colorado. I mean, that sounds pretty normal. Who was I listening to? Someone was saying about Colorado weather that like normally like there's a couple of big dumps of snow and then it's not too bad. It like goes back and forth real quickly between like cold and warm in the spring. But he said that this year it's like every week there's a big snowstorm. I don't know what to believe. I always thought that it just kind of snowed all the time in the winter over there. But I guess it depends on where you are and how high up the elevation is. Hopefully you don't get too much snow, Adam, but if you do, at least you got in a good track workout today. Jason Dahl says, hello. What's going on, Jason? Good to see you. Johnny Sharpie says, hey, Co, finally found the new channel. Oh, thanks. Glad you found it here. Sorry that it was eluding you for a little while. I know that we did lose quite a bit of people when I switched and broke this out over onto its own channel, but I do think that it kind of makes a lot of sense for some of the newer people that are joining the channel to not have the live streams kind of bombarding them every day. Yeah. Frank says that pain in the box is a Dune reference. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't get it. You know what, though? I just saw about Dune, which I finally saw the whole thing. It took me 2 airplane flights to see the whole thing. And overall, I think it was a good movie. I think I get it. But the thing that I did, I mean, it was good. I liked it. I want to see the next one. But the thing that I thought I saw is that like the prince, like the main character guy, is gonna be a different person in the next one. That makes no sense. How they didn't already shoot it? Like it's not like the movie ended in like a logical. It just like kind of stopped. I don't know. Maybe I need to read the book. All right. Ultra Dad is here. What's going on, Ultra Dad? Hopefully your marathon training is going well. He says, have a great time in LA and best of luck to the 3-hour time goal. Thanks so much. Thank you. I'm feeling itching to run. I had my last kind of like taper workout today. 10 times 1 minute on, 1 minute off at threshold pace. And like, I was like, yeah, I'm ready to put in some work. I'm feeling good. So it was, it wasn't perfect, but I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling strong. The times were good. So I'm like, okay. I felt myself like holding myself back a lot. So I was like, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. So ultimately, I'm feeling good going into the taper. Who knows if I'm doing the taper right? I don't know. I guess we'll see on Sunday. All right. Diaz 4815162342 says, hello, everyone, with a nice wave emoji. How are you? JC says he's getting work done and just replaced the flush valve in my toilet. See, there you go. I think that's like a good way. Have this on in the background. I approve of that. I approve of that kind of having this on. I like it. David Rob, who says all the best in LA. And Liam Mahoney says, hey dude, Asics hooking you up with some gear for Hollywood. I think that's what it is. So yeah. So let's see. Let's get started with the box. I don't think they're sending me anything early or something that I can't show on camera, but when I do open it, I will kind of peek inside and make sure that it does, see if there's any notes in here, just in case it's like, hey, make sure you don't talk about this until such and such a date. But as far as I know, nothing's getting sent to me that I can't talk about. I mean, I knew the package was coming. I just don't know what's in it. It's a big box, though. All right. Let's see what I got here. Oh, man. You went just when you think you get all of the stuff. All right. It says, here's a little note. Doesn't say anything about an embargo. So it says, Mike, a little something to help you get ready for race day, including some heat for the feet. See you soon from Asics. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. I'm excited about that heat for the feet. I have a feeling it's at the bottom of the box. Let's see what we got here. There's a lot of stuff in here. They really overfill this box. Oh, check this out. Oh, nice. They sent me a Mammoth Track Club sweatshirt. That's pretty dope. That's really awesome. Yeah, Mammoth Track Club have been having some great success. Nico just won the 15K championships. Is that right? And he came in like third at the half marathon championships. Is that right? I think that's right. And I thought that he was wearing perhaps some Metaspeed Sky 2s. Because it looked a little bit funny in some of the pictures. And I'm like, that's not regular. But I just think that the Metaspeed Sky, when the midsole is a different color, it looks like just a completely different shoe. So I'm pretty sure it's just the new colorway of that. But this is nice. Ooh, yeah. This is a beautiful sweatshirt. Love it. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Wait, Frank says that Tim Chalamet is still playing Paul in Dune 2. Then what did I see? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anthony wants to know if I got sent the Speed Goat 5. I did get sent the Speed Goat 5. I have it here. It's in my closet. I'm waiting. Well, I'm not really going to go out on a big trail run right now. So it's going to unfortunately hit the back burner for a little bit. So maybe in a little while. We'll see. Scott wants to know which shoes am I going to go with the LA Marathon. I'm going to go with the Metaspeed Sky. I haven't raced in them since the Chicago Marathon, and I'm very eager to get them on my feet and racing them again. All right. Diaz 4815162342 says, just regular Diaz was already taken, so LOL, sorry for all the numbers on his username. I think it's funny to just say out all, I know it's just Diaz, but I think it's funny to say out all the numbers every time I see you in the chat. So I'm gonna be doing that. All right, let's get, some of this stuff is LA Marathon stuff. This, I don't know if this is LA Marathon stuff, but look at this. It's got a jacket. Look at these colors, like Lakers colors, right? Am I wrong on that? Am I being colorblind and saying the colors wrong? But I feel like these are like Lakers colors, very much that kind of vibe. Is this purple and yellow? I don't know. Oh, this is like a thin rain layer. This is nice. I like this. There's a couple zipper pockets on the side. I think this is a scuba hood, my favorite kind of hood. This is a lot of color for me though. I'm gonna have to ease into this one, I think. But we'll try it. We'll definitely give it a try. All right. And then what is this? All right. We've got, this is nice. Oh boy. All right, we got 2 more things in here. Let's see what else we got. This one is... This is LA Marathon branded. This is the Ready Set Jacket LA Marathon. Ooh, look at that. It's my favorite color. I think it's the same as the other jacket. But if you were like, I wish that other color only came in all black, your wish was granted. Oh, but look at this on the back. It's got a huge LA Marathon logo. That's cool. Oh, yeah. This is really nice. I like that it's just the LAM and not like all like words and the year and all that stuff underneath it too. Just keep it nice and clean. Really like this one. Awesome. Very cool. Leon wants to know, is the weather still looking good for LA? I have a blast. I think it's looking good. The last time I checked, I think it was going to be maybe like mid 50s for the start, maybe getting into the 70s by the finish, depending on how long it takes, or low 70s. And that's a little bit on the warm side, but I still think that's PR weather for me. I think I do race well when it's a little bit colder, but I think my favorite way to race is when it's a little bit warmer than that, just because my hands, I never know what to do with my hands. If it gets colder than 50, then I'm like, do I wear gloves? Do I not wear gloves? Do I wear gloves and throw them away halfway through? It always just ends up being a big concern for me. All right. Let's see what else we got in here. One more piece of clothing. This one's big. This is called the LA Marathon Hoodie, is the name of the product. And there's like Dodger colors over here on this one. Look at this. LA Marathon. Yeah, it's got a little kangaroo pouch in the front. And just a nice hoodie on the inside. Look at this material. Looks really nice. Let's see if we get focus on there. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice material on the inside. This is going to be super comfy to wear. Awesome. That's it for the clothes. Let's see. Mark says about that other one, the first jacket, blue and voltish. Maybe. It looks blue and yellow to me. The Lakers are purple, so I don't know. Maybe it's not Lakers color. Liam says, are you someone who needs to wear sneakers for a bit to break them in before a big race, or you can go straight out of the box? I can pretty much go straight out of the box for most of the shoes that I like, just to be sure and just to make sure there's like not something like majorly wrong with them. I usually like to wear them like the night before or like on the shakeout run, and then maybe do like a stride, like 3 or 4 strides in them, just to make sure everything's a-okay with it. You know, things like, oh, this one has like some weird product defect in it and it's gonna cut into my ankle. You know, at least there's not much you can do about it when you do that the day before, but at least you'll know before putting the shoes on, kind of thing. So yeah, like if you're going to buy the shoes like that weekend, you know, hopefully it's a shoe that you're already familiar with and you just need to get another pair. Then I feel like that's okay. And that's something I could do. All right. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh yeah. Mark says that blue and yellow one looks Andre Agassi-ish. I see it. I see it for sure. Yeah. All right. Stevie says, are they still not adding the year 2022 in the gear in the event the race is canceled? I don't know if that's part of the decision making, and I don't know if like this LA Marathon logo is like the same one every year or if it's different. I haven't followed the race that long to really remember. But I personally like it when the year isn't on the race gear, because then like 4 years later, you're like, this shirt doesn't feel 4 years old, but it looks, you know what I mean? So then I'm just like, that's an old shirt. I should get rid of it. But if it doesn't have the year on it, then I'm just like, I still like that one. It still works. And so you keep it. So that's kind of, I prefer to not have the year on stuff. That's my personal preference. And this is a deeper blue than Dodger blue. Now I can't tell if you guys are just, I think you guys are making fun of me, or you're trolling me. But I think now that I look at it, maybe you're right. I'm not sure. But yeah, let me describe this one for the people that are listening. The blue, I want to call it Dodger hoodie, but the blue hoodie is a big, kind of like a little, feels like it's a bit on the oversized, like more of a comfy fit rather than when you would wear during running. And it's got the LA Marathon logo on the front, it looks like an L with some mountains next to it, and it says Los Angeles Marathon. And then the black jacket, it's like a rain jacket, windbreaker with a scuba hood. It says the same logo, but just in black and white. And I think in black and white it looks really nice. It's on the upper left, like on the chest, and then it has the same big color LAM color logo on the back. And then the blue and yellow one, it's like blue and yellow. It's colors everywhere. It reminds me a lot of the Noosa. Did you know that they make the Noosa in kid sizes? I started running with my daughter, and I wanted to get her like real running shoes, not like kids running shoes. And I was looking for some Noosas for her, because not like every shoe that a brand makes is there a kid's version. So there's Noosa as one that there is a kid's version. So I was kind of looking at those. I couldn't find any that are her size, but that's kind of like the color pattern work that's on the blue and yellow one. So Adam says that running shoes are not sneakers. I use the words interchangeably. I think that's definitely going to be a regional thing. All right. Let's see. Frank wants to know, who are the elites going to be at the LA Marathon? I haven't really kept too close a tab on that. The only person that I know of who's going, not to say that there aren't elites going, but the only person that who I follow that is going is Taggart. He's shooting, he's shooting for the OTQ, for the US OTQ, and he's been talking about it a lot. He trains almost exclusively indoors on his treadmill in the winter. He's from Illinois. And I know he's getting ready. He just tweeted out today that his meal plan for the race is to eat a pizza by himself on Saturday night, and then like eat a bunch of gels and Cliff shots on Sunday before the race. So I think that's his meal plan. But yeah, I'll have to look into that. See if there's any other elite racers that I know of that are going to go. David Prabhu says that this blue is like LA Rams blue. Interesting. And CV76 says it's the same hoodie from 2021. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine with me. Undeadly's here. He said, looky, I made it. Good to see you. He's got that sunshine in his pocket right there on his little, on his avatar picture. I like it. All right. Let's take a look at some of these boxes. There's two in here. I didn't think there was going to be two in this box. All right. Whoa. This is good timing. Oh, I think I can show this to you guys. I'm not sure if I can show this to you guys. I think I can. I'm going to show it to you guys anyway, because there isn't a note saying to don't try it. But this is the gel Cumulus. Oh, look at that. 24. Nice. This is the first time I've seen it. Well, I saw it last summer, when I was up in Boston. But, it's got FF Blast in the midsole. Still got some gel. I don't know if there's, I gotta check my facts on this, see if there's a truss stick system in it still. I don't think the Cumulus has a truss stick, does it? The heel is a little bit less of a heel than in the Nimbus. There's a little bit of a padded tongue, kind of reminds me of Metaspeed, of the Nova Blast in the tongue. This mesh up here, real nice. Very excited about this. Awesome. Very cool. Jason says, don't worry, we'll all sign NDAs. Okay. That's funny. All right. Mark says, is that the shoe I just did a review on? No, the shoe I did a review on. For a second, I looked at the box and I was like, wait, I just did a review on this one. No, I reviewed the Nimbus. So the Nimbus is more of their like more cushioned or more comfortable shoe, more padding. The Cumulus is their daily trainer. This is the workhorse. So I'm anticipating this is going to be a little bit. I mean, that's how. But I use the Nimbus as my workhorse. But I'm thinking that if they've got like the same foam that's in the Nova Blast in this shoe now, still got some gel in it. I think it still has the donut of gel in the forefoot too, because it's got that marking up here. But I'm thinking that this will also be a really good daily trainer, but a little bit less stuff going on the upper, so a little bit easier to work with in that space. So looking forward to logging some miles in this one. Very cool. Very cool. All right. John says, I love how distinguishing the Asics required geology degree. You know what also confuses me about it is that On has everything is like cloud related too. So there's like the cloud flyer, the cloud stratus, you know? And I'm like, okay, wait. What kind of clouds are stratus clouds? And then like last year, my daughter was learning about clouds in her science class. And like every time she would look up, she'd be like, Daddy, I think those are cumulonimbus. And I'm like, wait, which one's cumulus? Which one's nimbus? So it took me a little while. But I just had to just like repeat in my head. Nimbus is the more cushioned, and then cumulus is the daily trainer. There's no like mnemonic that goes with it. I just had to kind of remember it after a while. And then like I just had to like, you know, wearing them and really paying attention to like, don't forget, there's also a cumulus. You got to keep them straight. So I've been trying to figure it out. And Scott said, I did not know that Asics made anything other than the Metaspeed and the Nova Blast. I think for a lot of people that haven't looked at Asics for a while, that's exactly how they feel, you know? But I'm also running in the Nimbus Lite 3 right now. I like that one a lot too. All right. Diaz4815162342 says, the most anticipated Asics shoe is the Glide Ride 3. The addition of FF Blast can make it a great long run shoe for me. That sounds nice. I do like that. By the way, I just watched, do you guys watch Sivki show? He's a Ukrainian YouTuber. Do you guys ever watch that guy? He makes a lot of videos about his cats and like life hacks and about stuff he bought on AliExpress. And he made a Nova Blast video, and the video has 900,000 views, almost 1 million views. And it's one of the best shoe review videos I've ever seen. It's really good. You guys, maybe I'll post a link to it when I'm done here, because it's really good. I watched it and I'm like, man, he's doing all the stuff that I really need to be doing. This is good. I'm going to steal so many of these ideas. He cut it open with just a kitchen knife. It's amazing. It's crazy. Shannon says about science facts. My 6-year-old knows way more science facts than I do. Yeah. I mean, then my daughter will just repeat them to me over and over. And I'm still like, you're going to have to repeat that a couple more times, because I still don't remember how to identify a cumulonimbus or anything like that. Yeah. She's like, okay, I'll tell you again later. Adam says, as far as race predictors go, I had the race prediction video yesterday. He says, none of them consider experience and accumulated training over the years. A veteran marathoner doing 50 miles per week might be better than a veteran doing 70, for example. Yeah. I think you mean like a newbie doing 70. Yeah, I think that you're right on that. And I think that ultimately what they're saying is, you know, for most people, yeah, I mean, those are the limitation of these kind of like predictors or data extrapolations, you know? So I think that's definitely true. I also think that like, since none of them care about your, like, are you doing 80-20? Are you doing more of like an Ingebrigtsen style where you're just, or like what techniques are you using, you know? It doesn't care. But I think that if you just take enough people, it balances them out. But then I wonder if they analyzed only the people that have been doing 80-20 or only have been doing something more like a Coach V Hill type of system, if they could tweak their formulas. I don't know. It would be an interesting kind of thing to study, I think. Chris says, "Co, did you get the soccer cleat feel with the Takumi Sen 8 that you previously mentioned for the SL20? I got big time soccer vibes on my run. Sore fleet and blisters. Oh no." I did not get that quite as much. And I think it's because in the Takumi Sen and in the Adios Pro for me, the area under the arch is so like scalloped and cut away that I don't get that like foot in a boot feeling, that I do with the SL20. The SL20 still has more of that like just soccer cleat style structure. So I think that's where I get that. And I think not having that area under the arch, how it's always cut away on those race shoes, is why that happened to me. I'm sorry to hear that the Takumi Sen 8 didn't work for you. Ilya Kim wants to know, can anyone explain the difference between the GT1000, the Cumulus, and the Nimbus? There's two GT models in Asics, GT1000 and the GT2000, which I feel like are difficult modeling number systems to use after the year like 2000. But I guess the GT2000 is on like only the number 11, so they started it after the year 2000. Anyway, because they're on like the GT2000 version 8 or whatever number they're on now. But the GT versions are stability shoes, and I think that like I don't know if one is like a cheaper version than the other or one has more stability than the other. But the 2000 is more than the 1000. More of what, I'm not sure. But they're both stability shoes. The Cumulus is the daily trainer, and the Nimbus is more of the max cushion shoe, or like has more comfort elements to it, at least in the upper. That's kind of how I've been looking at it. So like normally I would look at it as the Nimbus is like the max cushion, but the Nimbus 24, I don't know if it's just because of that FF Blast Plus, the new foam that's in there, or if it's always been that way. It just doesn't strike me as like a max cushion shoe like the way that like the Fresh Foam More version 3 is a max cushion shoe, or the way that the Triumph 19 is a max cushion shoe. But that's kind of like, those are the three ways that I understand those shoes. All right. We got one more pair of shoes in here, guys. I saw some questions. All right. This is the heat I think they were talking about. Oh, whoa! I didn't think that these were going to be so bright. Look at these. Metaspeed Sky. Version 1. I was about to say 2, but these are not version 2s. Version 1s. These are I wouldn't call them the yellow ones. The official name of the colorway is Shocking Orange and Black. It is black on the outsole. And there's black, I guess, on the part up here on the Asics logo. But this is Shocking Orange. And wow, this is a bright shoe. This is great. Thank you, Asics, for sending these. I was trying to buy these, but I don't think they come out for like another week, like a week after the LA Marathon. And then I tried to buy regular Metaspeed Skies, like the Tokyo color, or there's another one. There's another color of it too, I think. And both of them are all sold out in my size. So this is perfect timing. And I'm very excited to have these because I've been saving my Metaspeed Skies because I've got 115 miles on mine. Not that that's a lot of miles, but like I've been running in other shoes because I'm like, I want to race in those, and I don't want to show up to the starting line with like 175 miles on it. I think that'd probably still be okay, but I still wanted them fresher. This is as fresh as it gets. So yeah, these are coming with me to LA for sure. What? These are nice. These are really nice. Awesome. Very cool. Very excited. Yes, even there it says you're gonna need the Gooder sunglasses for that now. Yeah, there you go. There it is. Shannon says now I get the heat reference. Yeah, well, it's heat. It's heat as well. Sean says it's just in time for summer. Yeah, it is. This is gonna look nice. I feel like the bright colors are gonna be very popular for 2022 from the other shoes that I've seen so far coming out this year. Chris says this is that's an Asics shoe I can get excited about. And Lena says, will you race in them this weekend? Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, I'm super confident in them because, I had such good luck with the Metaspeed Sky and I've enjoyed that one so much. So very excited to get a fresh pair for the race this weekend. And Shannon says it'll make a colorblind man see in multicolor. Yeah, I mean, it's like just glowing. It's like fire colors. Yeah, like the colors of a fire. That's what I see. And I'm Half Peter says the Metaspeed Sky are indeed fire. He doesn't say indeed, but he says they are fire. Flame emoji. Undeadly says I really want to try those. Yeah, I mean, I've been recommending them to people all year long. I recommended them to my friend Kevin, who ran CIM. We were supposed to run together, but I got lost. Not lost, but I got jammed up in the corrals. He ran Chicago as well. He had a rough day in Chicago, and then he followed up running CIM, and then we were both shooting for sub 3, and he beat me by a good 6 minutes. And he's like, "This was a good recommendation on the shoes, man." And I was like, "Thanks." I was like, "I should have worn mine." I was very jealous, envious. I was very happy for him. He had a great run. So yeah. Sean says the Asics colorway is called Ginger's Burning Soul. Should we have a game where we rename shoes? If Gooder Marketing named shoes, I think that's a good idea. I think we should do it. I think that'll be the next game that we play. By the way, guys, that reminds me while I'm talking about it. I think this is going to be the last live stream for the week. Tomorrow I fly out to LA in the middle of the day. So I'll be in the air when it's live stream time. And then Friday, I'm going to be getting ready for the Kofuzi Run Club at 5 p.m. So I know that's quite a bit of time apart, but that's just how it's going to go. I think I'm not sure what else I'm going to need to be doing during the day. So I still have to figure out like what day I'm going to go pick up my packing and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so I think just to be safe, so I don't stress myself out too much before the race, this will be the last live stream for this week. So there's that. But hopefully I'll be able to see you guys on Friday. I'm getting really excited for it. I mean, I've been excited for it, but I'm super excited for Friday. Can't wait to meet all you guys on the West Coast. It's going to be pretty awesome. Stick on a Tree says, are you ready for those LA hills? Probably not, to be completely honest with you. But last week when I was gone, I had to go back to New Jersey for a little bit, take care of some personal stuff. But I did run while I was out there, and I ran up in that park along the Hudson, and that is pretty hilly. I was getting about 1,000 feet of elevation gain per day per run, and that is like 950 feet of elevation gain more than I normally get. So I feel like getting that like the first week of taper, like 2 weeks out, not a bad idea. I think I did have one workout out there where I did have to run hard up some of those hills. So I feel like I'm as good as anyone that lives in Chicago is going to be ready for the LA hills. Well, I guess if I had a treadmill with like incline, then I could be more ready. But I feel like I'm as ready as I'm going to be, so we'll see. Scott wants to know which watch. I'm going to go with the Garmin 945 LTE. I'm going to try that. But I've been having real problems with this watch, though. The last 2 times that I've been trying to do a workout on it, I feel like I have the workout like selected and ready to go. And then when I go to run, when I'm running, I'm like, all right, now it's time to start the first work phase. It's not doing the workout. So that's definitely user error, but I messed it up twice in a row now. Not that it's going to matter for a marathon, but the other thing that was a little bit more of a concern for me today was I can't tell if the heart rate monitor is connected or not. And today I thought it was, but I don't think it was in retrospect, because it said I maxed out my heart rate at 186, which that sounds like a heart rate coming from a watch that's going haywire, and not my armband heart rate monitor. So there's that. And then I've been having a lot of hard times getting it to connect to my FootPod correctly. So it's going to be a source of a little bit of nervousness before the race, but hopefully I'll be able to get it all sorted. At least as long as I get the FootPod connected. I don't care that much about heart rate. Because I really want to run this one on power. So. All right. And it says, hi, Kofuzi and everybody. Not easy catching the live stream with American Daylight Savings Time changing early. Oh, yeah. You guys are like a week later, right? You guys do it later? Have you guys seen that there's now movement in U.S. Senate? I think the Senate already passed it. The House has to pass it to get rid of daylight savings or to leave it on daylight. I don't know. to once it change. No, I mean, I think it won't happen until 2023, but like to change it this way. But I'm pretty annoyed about it because it means that winter running will be harder for people. The way that whatever the clock I think they're proposing the change to be. So I don't know. I'm pretty annoyed about it. But I feel like the people that want it changed this way. I mean, I'm all for like just leaving the clocks. Stop messing around with the clocks. It's 2022. Stop touching the clocks. But the people that are like, oh, let's leave it so that it's not so dark when we leave work. And I just say, for what? So you can go home and it'd be bright when you start watching Netflix after dinner. Like I mean, I want to run in the morning. Someone posted on Twitter or something that says like if you leave it this way in the wintertime, on the shortest day of winter, sunrise won't happen until 8:27 in the morning. And I'm like, my children, like if that happens in 2023, I guess there'll be a second grader and a sixth grader will have been sitting at their desks for like 20 minutes before the sun even rises. Like it won't even be first light when I drop them off at school. Like that sounds kind of ridiculous. That's my rant for daylight savings. Do it the one where they turn it the hour back so there's more sunlight before the workday starts. Leave it there. That's my wish. But we'll see. It always makes me feel very old, and when I really complain a lot about daylight savings. Chris wants me to do a live stream on a plane. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think that'll work. They have Wi-Fi and stuff, but like, I don't think that's good Wi-Fi. TV76 says the Uber from LAX to Dodger Stadium for pickup was super expensive. Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty expensive travel weekend, like in terms of like Ubers and stuff. You went straight from the airport to pick up your packet? Here's the question that I'm wondering about. And it's going to be LA. It's going to be warm. But it's still going to be a marathon like packet pickup. I'm wondering like how many Boston Marathon jackets will I still see? Even though it's going to be like 70 degrees out. That's going to be like my big concern. And I'm just going to be thinking about serious runner the entire time. Let's see. Sean says, Kofuzi, what is your gel strategy for the marathon? I like to have a gel every 4 miles. So that's 6 gels that I need to bring. And it's going to be warm-ish out. So I'll probably do like a Martin calf. And then for like the 12th mile and 16th mile gels, I'll probably do like a Unived and a Human Chia Plus, and then finish off with 2 more, like another Martin calf and then a Martin regular. So that's kind of like going to be my strategy. So like I need half tights with a lot of pockets or big pockets so I can fit all those gels. Yeah, Stacy says, to be clear, the daylight savings time would be permanent and standard time would go away, which seems odd. I know. And Sean says it's way more running in the dark, unfortunately. That's also, yeah, I agree. That's the thing. Frank says he wants to run in the evening, though. Yeah, but I feel like before the clocks switched last week, I felt like after work time, there was still plenty of light out for people to run. I don't know, maybe since I don't like commute anymore. Maybe my conception of when things are is off. I don't know. Jason says some of us are evening runners go. But I mean, yeah, I think that you guys still get a lot of sun. I feel like evening runners have more relative sunlight. I don't know. Like last week I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I think that the morning runners did have a lot of sun before work. But I felt like the evening runners also had sun. But again, I don't run in the evening, so I'm sure I'm biased against it. Stevie76 says, with the new course, it was really soul crushing to rush past the marathon finish line at mile 18, knowing you still have a way to go and have to run uphill. Yeah, yeah. I'm nervous about what that's going to be like mentally as well. Is it really at mile 18 where you see the finish line? I thought it was closer to mile 20. Oh, that's really early. But I do generally feel like I like it when the end of a race is somewhat familiar to me. So like before I ran CIM, I did the last 10K of CIM as one of like I think I got there on a Thursday. So that Thursday I did like or maybe it was I'm doing it on Friday. I did the last 10K of CIM just so I would know what the course looks like. Because otherwise, a lot of times when you get to the end of a race and you've never done it before, it just feels like, I don't know, this race is taking forever. Where does it end? And that's, for me, that's really like discouraging. So I'm hoping that, if even though it's uphill, and I think it's a lot of uphill, at least it'll be like, all right, I've been here before. I know this. I don't know. I still kind of wish it just ended on a big downhill down by the beach. Adam says it's going to be cooler on the west side, closer to the ocean, where you're running to, than downtown. Oh. All right. Well, that's good, because then as the day warms up, it'll be cooler. I think that works. Adam says a serious runner would wear their Boston jacket to a summer race in the desert. Yeah. I mean, do people buy the Boston t-shirts? I don't think I see as many Boston t-shirts. I know they sell them. I see them like on the Adidas app all the time. But I don't know if people... Yeah, I think people do. Are there singlets? Do people wear like Boston Marathon singlets? People wear, like around here for sure, people wear the Chicago Marathon singlets and all the Chicago Marathon gear. People love it around here. Trish O says, hi everyone, with a nice wave emoji. She says, good luck this weekend, Mike, and to everyone else racing, sending speedy vibes from still snowy Ontario. Well, thanks so much, Trish. I appreciate it very much. For Mika, he says, soon it will be light through the night. It's one of the perks of living close to the Arctic Circle. Whoa, that's crazy. I can't imagine living in a place that is just bright all the time. It would definitely feel like living in another planet to me. Dr. Distance says morning runners are equal to Boston jacket wearers. Maybe there is a similar overlapping. There's a Venn diagram of neuroses, I guess. Tony Macias is looking at the map now. He says the point where you start to see the finish is right after the 18-mile mark. Okay, well, that's good to know. I still haven't taken a look at like the on-course video thing. I gotta find that. I forget what the app name was called. I gotta look in my emails, find that, because I want to see that video again. Luis has his fingers crossed for good weather on Sunday. I hope so. And Jackie, what's going on, Jackie? He says, good luck, Mike. Thanks so much. Yeah. I think it's going to be a good day. I think it's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of fun. No matter what, it'll be a lot of fun. Sean Devlin said, was really torn about buying the Tracksmith BQ singlet, but went for it. They have a BQ singlet. Like, I know they have the Boston, like the BOS one, and then like New York and Chicago. I'm trying to think. The BQ singlet. Oh, okay. I think I know what that one looks like. I think that one's nice. I like that one. As much as Serious Runner like teases a lot of that Tracksmith stuff, I don't care. I really like it. Like, every time I get a brochure, I'm like, oh, that looks so nice. And then I look at it, I'm like, oh, I have that. I do have that. They sent me one of those. I'm like, it looks so nice in this photo. And it is nice in person too, but it's like their marketing is just so good. Shannon says, what date did you start the daily live stream in March 2020? I knew you did live streams occasionally before, but I think we're right around the 2-year anniversary. We might be. I think we did ones on Instagram first. So that would have been like right around April, like right around now, or maybe closer to April. I'm not sure. So yeah, it's been about 2 years where we've been doing this. So yeah, crazy. It doesn't feel like it's been 2 years, right? But it's also hard to remember like a different time at the same time. Sean says, so Mike, I'm beginning to piece things together on this live stream. Seems like this is some sort of running live stream. Cool if you're into that. Sometimes we talk about running. Sometimes we talk about running shoes and marathons and races and everything. Yeah. All right. Adam says, Hyperion Tempo or Endorphin Pro 2 for a half on Sunday. Endorphin Pro has carbon, but the Hyperion Tempo feels so snappy, and they're the same weight. For a half, I really do like the Endorphin Pro 2. The Hyperion Tempo feels like such a lighter shoe to me in my mind. I think I'd go with the Endorphin Pro 2. That's my take on it. Melanie wants to know, wasn't there a 6 a.m. live stream? There used to be, because I would do one. The 6 a.m. one was for people in Europe, because people in, like, the main reason I started it was like, I was like, man, people in Italy are like running on their balconies. I'm like, they are literally going insane. Like, that is not normal behavior. Like, you need people if you're running like miles on a balcony. So I was like, we need to do something to connect people. And so I was like, what time would you guys want to do a live stream? And I was like hoping people would say like 3 o'clock, you know? And I think we did have one. We had one I think it was 3 o'clock was the afternoon one. And then people in Spain and Italy were like, then I can't watch it. It's too late. And I was like, oh yeah. All right. So we'll do one in the morning. So we had a lot of people in the US watching it in the morning too, like before work. So yeah. So there used to be 2. Then the first one to go was the morning live stream, because that got real hard to juggle, because then I had to get my run in at the right time. You know, it was hard. I was late a lot. So that was a tough one. And then we moved from the 3 o'clock one to 1 o'clock once my kids were back in like regular school. Yeah. Sean says, I remember starting early summer. Very consistent, Mike, on a more serious note. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to do, you know. It's a lot of fun. And so it's just like, it's not a huge thing for me. It's not like work, you know. It's great to get to hang out with you guys. Runner Will was one of the 6 a.m. people on IG. He says, IG lives were awesome. Those were a lot of fun. And that's the main reason why I was like, when I started doing them on YouTube, I'm like, I need a way to pull up the comments. I'm like, how come that isn't built in already? And I remember at the time I was talking with like Google about different like live stream products that they were doing. And I'm like, can you just make it look like an IG live? And like, I was like, you know, I could tell you about all the features I want, but I basically want an IG live on YouTube. Make it easy for me to invite people, make it easy for me to do all this stuff. And they were like, okay, we'll do that. And they started bringing in a lot of those features, but still like pulling up the comments and where you guys like pictures show up too with it. Like, that's just like, for me, a killer feature, a must have. So, you know, I like having it. So yeah, but Runner Will, we go back on the live streams for sure. Chris says, speaking of live stream highlights, since I bought the Takumi Sen 8, I donated both pair of my SL20s. Nice. The end of an era. There you go. Awesome. And CV76 says, thank you, Kofuzi, for the live streams. Well, it's my pleasure for sure, guys. Diaz 4815162342 says, thank you for these live streams with a thumbs up. Love it. Very cool. All right, guys, I think that's a good place to leave it for today. So this will be the last time I see you live. I'll see you guys. You know what? I think we'll do a live stream. I think my flight back from LA is like, I think it's not a red eye, but it's kind of a real late flight on Sunday night. So I think I'll be back Monday. So let's plan on another live stream Monday. But hopefully I'll see many of you before then. Hopefully I'll see you guys on Friday in person and we can hang out, have some chili dogs, share some miles along the beach. We'll also have videos every day from like here till Monday. Cause you know, traveling, those travel videos are fun for me to make. So I'll see you guys. You'll see me and everything I'm doing the next couple of days on the regular channel as well. All right, guys, until I see you guys again, be safe out there, everybody. Thanks.